Hey folks, Eddie from Brain Pulp TV, and here is the second part of the 5-match sealed Eternal Masters League on Magic Online. Now, we went over the deck building last part, so I'm not going to talk about it all. I haven't made any changes now. We haven't played any matches. This is going to be our first match, so instead of talking about it, let's get to it right now. Okay, well, it took us a while to get into our first match, but we are here now. This is not... It's not super great. It's not super quick. I'm going to keep it, though. Yeah, let's keep this and see how it works out for us. More land, not exactly what I wanted to see, but okay. We do have some removal. They are playing red-white, which means I should be able to remove something that's not an elf from them. Another land. So we've definitely got, I think, all the land we need. Man alive, is my table wobbly. It probably on your end, because the camera's shaking, looks like there's some sort of earthquake, but that is not the case. Vanishing 3, when it enters the battlefield or leaves the battlefield, you gain 2 life. Let's see. Another land! Great! Part of me thinks that might not be a bad one to take out with Eyes Blight ending. Just sort of get out of the way. He's going to gain 2 more life, but it is an instant, so let's just hang on to it for now, and we'll see how it goes. It does have Vanishing as well, too, so it'll be gone soon on its own, but I'd rather not sit and take a bunch of damage in the meantime. We'll see. We'll see what he plays next. Or they play next, so. Though I think Herbert's pretty safe that it's a dude. Yeah, so I guess we're just going to cast this now. Oops. Cancel, and then tap for black. We're going to have to use it on that anyways, so... so we can bring out... Okay, now we finally get a creature that we can cast. Of course, we also have the Autocrat. So we can either bring out the Rager or the Autocrat. I think I'm going to bring out the Rager because I could really use a draw to maybe get another land out of the way. So let's see. Oh, you know what? Cancel that. Undo. God. And now try it. There we go. Off to a really great start. I'm pretty thrown. Werebear. Werebear could be good for us. Swing in. That'll be gone next turn. They'll gain 2 more life, but not a whole lot we can do about it. We'll have the mana to hardcast Roar the Worm on turn 7. Return target creature and opponent controls to its hand. Okay. Okay, we can bring out Werebear and the Rager next turn if we want. More land, not the greatest for us. We'll bring out the Rager. I mean, we're doing damage to ourselves, but I'm not too worried about it quite yet. We have Brawn. And I'm going to go ahead and bring out the Werebear. So we got 5, 6, 7. 2 more turns we can cast Roar the Worm and then immediately do it for its flashback cost. We also have the Autocrat, and we can cast Brawn on top of this. So he is paying the Echo cost. And his flyer goes away. He's going to gain 2 life. I will gladly throw the Rager in front of the Sting Scourger. Yeah, let's go ahead. Oh, you know what? We can do Roar the Worm now. Perfect. So let's go ahead and swing in with the Rager. And we're going to cast Roar the Worm. And next turn, we get to flash it back, which is good for us. I'm okay with this. Now, as far as I know, you can use flashback whenever, like as an instant. I think. More land. Not great, but okay, whatever. So let's see. We have enough to cast 1, 2, 3, 4. We can cast both Brawn and flashback Roar the Worm. I'm going to swing in with the Rager. I'm going to flashback the Worm. And bring out Brawn. So this gives us a pretty good board state. Because if Brawn dies and goes to the graveyard, then both of our worms are going to now have trample, which is going to be really great for us. Maze of Ith is going to be a bit of a pain in the ass, but there's not a whole lot we can do about it. Okay, that's fine. We're still in really good shape here. So let's go for the Hookmaster. Also, the Autocrat is going to give us a ton of chump blockers. Wow, more land still. That's crazy. So let's go ahead and swing in. So that's 12, 15, 16, 17. Now, he can Maze of Ith one of them, but even then, that untaps it. Okay. So he'll still be taking a lot of damage. Once again, this brings out a lot of chumpers. And then we might as well bring out the Druid as well, too. So we've got a very, very good board state at this point. They do still have 4 cards in hand. We've got still 2 land in hand, which is not ideal, but still. We're not even close to threshold. Okay. It's a very good card. I'm a big fan of the Chief. Another land. God. Okay, so let's do this. Now you can Maze of Ith. Okay, that's good. No, he's not going to do that then. This land draw, just crazy. We already have 8 on the board. We got 3 more. I'm glad I only went with 16 land in this. It should mean that most of what we draw now is gas. We've got 22 cards left after all. Okay, I'm good with this. Let's see if he has another trick in hand. He does, of course. That's makes a lot of sense. Yeah, let's put out another swamp. I really hope I draw something. We've got so much that can get us pretty much anything we want as well, too. Commune with the gods. The tutor would be good, even though we'd be paid 2 life for it. Yeah, at this point, maybe the 2 life is not the greatest thing to have to pay. We still have removal. Not sure what our opponent has, though. There is Wrath of God. Wrath of God will ruin our day pretty quick, especially if he's got creatures in his hand, because we're just drawing land, apparently. Firebolt. And he doesn't have to flash it back? Is he going to be able to just burn me out? Like, if he had targeted the autocrat, I would have lost 4 of my blockers. So I'm guessing he must have enough burn then for me. Okay, and directly to me again. So does he have the rest of the burn later? He's keeping up maze for the worms, I'm guessing. I don't remember. What do we have that will be useful for us? I wish I remember what okay. I should actually check my deck and see what I have. If there's anything in particular that would be useful. Now, the highest cost green creature we have is the crocodile, which I need 4 for. So if I do 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's do the attacks first. And not the autocrat. Should I swing in with everything? If I swing in with everything, he can untap that, block 2 things, like block that, and I do 1, 2, 3. So let's swing in with those. So he can Maze of Ith, but he also has to block at least 1 thing. This is all relying on the fact that he doesn't have enough burn for me next turn, and given the fact that he did what he did with Firebolt, I'm thinking he's got the burn for it. So he's not going to do the maze. Or he is going to do the maze on Brawn. So yeah, he is doing the maze on Brawn. Now, he may have enough burn, and if that's the case, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I think that's... Okay. Nimblemongus, Emperor Crocodile, and Deathrite Shaman. I think the Deathrite Shaman, because it's going to allow us to exile the following turn. So let's go ahead and... Yeah, let's bring out the Deathrite Shaman. Does not have haste, but it will allow us to, next turn if we need to, I think we can gain life. Yeah, because we've got an instant, so we can either make him lose life or we can gain 2 life. I think he must have the burn, though, because otherwise I can't see him doing what he did with Firebolt. Okay, so he doesn't have the burn. Excellent. Good job. Okay, so the first game of the first match is down. We seem to do pretty good there. I'm a little surprised that he did what he did with Firebolt, but I think maybe he must have had a decent amount of burn or something in his deck that made it worth taking that risk. Anyways, we'll see how we do in the second game of the first match. Wow. We really just need 1. I mean, I could keep this. Use Tutor to guarantee us a forest, which seems like a weird waste of Tutor. Bring out Werebear, which will allow us to pay for 3, or Commune with the Gods. Because if I commune with the gods, I could put something into our graveyard and then animate it. We don't really have much in the way of creatures that would work well like that, but I will keep this. I mean, we are on the draw, so it may not be the dumbest thing ever, but it's certainly not the best move. If we hadn't won the first game and we were in the draw, I would not have kept this. We got a ton. Okay, so second swamp. I will probably go ahead and Vampiric Tutor a forest. Not the best thing to have to Vampiric Tutor for, but whatever. And we are going to... Oh, no, you know what we're going to do? Is we're going to bring out... Where are you? Where is the Jungle Hollow? Grab the Jungle Hollow. So we gain back one of the life. Not this is the end of the world that we, lost a life, but at least now we can cast whatever we want. We can Werebear and then put an Elephant Guide on it. It's going to be... Okay, I thought for sure, after doing that with the Vampiric Tutor, that it was going to end up being a forest. But luckily... Not luckily, but... For the sake of my sanity, at least I didn't immediately draw into a forest after doing that. Can't use roots on it, unfortunately, because it is a flying creature, but we can go ahead and put Elephant Guide on our Werebear. And swing in. We can commune with the gods next turn if we don't draw land. Siege Gang Commander, okay. Excellent, forest, perfect. That's just what I always wanted. I'm going to swing in with the Werebear. Pops a token in front of it. We're going to go ahead and bring out Brawn. Because we can take out the Siege Gang Commander, we can animate dead, and we're going to get a whole host of goblins from it. Okay. Or we don't have to do that at all. What do we got? What has he got? Okay. That vanishes next turn, so I don't have to worry about that. I think I'm going to Roots this. It's got first strike too, right? Yeah, we're just going to Roots that. And we're going to swing in with both these guys. Now, Brawn has Trample, so even if he just puts a goblin in front of him, we're still doing some damage to him. Okay. Bird goes away. He gains 2 life. So you're just going to swing away? Okay. So we'll see what he has next. Apparently nothing, because because we're on his end step. I wonder if he clicked through it by accident. He might have clicked through it by accident. I mean, we could animate dead the Rift Watcher, and we'll gain 4 life out of the deal and have a flyer. I don't know if that's the best use of it, but... Forests. Okay, let's see here. I think I'm just going to go ahead and swing away. Yeah, let's just go ahead and swing away. I'm thinking of bringing in the Rift Watcher to gain that little bit of extra life. I mean, we could use it on the Siege Gang Commander, but there's no guarantee we get to use it. So let's do this. Let's animate dead that. Okay, so we gain the 2 life. Now, do we want to Archer or do we want to commune with the gods here? I'm going to go ahead and commune with the gods. Got Nimble Mongoose. And we are 1 away from Threshold, which is going to pump up both the Werebear and the Nimble Mongoose, which is good for us. So when Rift Watcher... Now, this doesn't... Yeah, so when Rift Watcher dies, Animate Dead will go to our graveyard, we'll hit Threshold. That's if we don't hit Threshold before. Okay. Perfect. So that worked well for us. So he's going to pop Siege Gang back into his hand. I am A-okay with this. And, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We'll gain 2 life for it. And we can also, if we catch 1 more land, we can naturally cast it, but we can do Duplicant on the Cohort if we want. Sylvan Might also works well for us. Now, 1, 2, we do not have enough to cast it and then cast it again from our graveyard. So let's go ahead and swing in with both Brawn and Werebear. We do not want to use it. Well, we can't use it, sadly. Now, we could have swung in with Mongoose. I wanted to keep it up as a blocker just in case. I'm fairly certain we have him next turn, though, because we're going to be able to flashback Sylvan Might on anything. It's going to give it trample. So unless he has removal for the Werebear, I think we're going to be doing okay here. Target creature you control gains protection from the color of your choice until the end of turn. Okay. So we need to do 3 to him. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we can flashback Sylvan Might. Trying to think what he could have in his hand. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7. Now, it does to target creature or player. So he can cast this twice. He can take out the Brawn, even after blocking the Werebear. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If he puts both of these guys against here. Oh, okay. This is the thing as well, too. If this goes to the graveyard, so this will go to the graveyard immediately. It's going to give the Nimble Mongoose trample as well, too, right away. Now, he might have something in his hand to prevent this. But this is going to put him up to 9. He's only got 5 blocking, which is going to do 4 damage. Even if he pumps it up, the first strike is going to go off. Brawn is going to go into the graveyard. It's going to give... I do have a forest, so it's going to give the rest of my guys trample, which means Nimble Mongoose is then going to get 2 damage to go through, even though he's being blocked by the Goblin. And he can't target Nimble Mongoose with his ability. He can only target either these 2 creatures or myself. So we should have this locked, but once again, I don't know what he has in his hand. He could have something which prevents the damage. Okay, he's doing it to the... Who did he target? He's targeting the Werebear. Okay, that's fine. So he still loses. Everything gains trample, so unless he can also stop the Mongoose... There we go. So we've won the first match of our league. Now, I am recording this late on Sunday, so I'm going to be editing and rendering and getting the videos up for the deck building as well as this first match. I'm going to probably do the second match of this league tomorrow as opposed to trying to stay up late to do it now. I'm hoping that all 3 are up for you guys on Monday night. At least 2 of these videos are going to be up on Monday night, part 1 and part 2. I'm hoping to have the second match of this league up for you guys as well too. If it's not up immediately when the deck building and this match is up, then it should be up shortly after that. The following 3 matches, I think I mentioned this before, will either be the following Monday. Sadly, I don't like having that much of a delay, but that may be, how long it is, and that will give you guys time to sort of evaluate the decks and let me know if you think I'm doing something right or wrong or whatever. But there's also the slim chance that I will be releasing those matches throughout this week. Anyways, thank you guys very much for watching the first match. I'm pretty happy that I ended up with the win out of it, so it makes me feel a little bit more at ease. I only need to win 2 more matches out of 4 in order to get into the minimum prizes, so that takes a lot of pressure off. Once again, if you have any questions, comments, advice, please leave that in the comments section below, or you can follow us or contact us on Twitter. It is at BrainPulpTV, or you can follow or contact me directly on Twitter at Geek Tragedy. With all that said, take care, everyone. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. It means a lot to us, and I'll see you all very soon.